yeah, we'll record an intro for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll record an intro in
Yeah.
case. There we go.
And I done told
Okay.
you, we're straight up hitting the old rap album covers.
That's right.
Oh,
Hey,
dude.
by the way, how crazy is it that I have not interviewed but covered two Trey Burks in the athletic world?
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
No, seriously, no.
Yeah.
Our guest. Oh, come on! Don't
It's
put
like
me on
Robert
big
always
screen.
said,
This
no!
is not big screen worthy.
I don't
Bro.
want the big screen. Take me off
What
the
do you
big
mean,
screen.
dude? It's like, hey,
All right,
Robert.
all right.
Robert Race always says it best. King Tony, man.
Oh Jesus, yeah, that's our. Here we go. Now Race is running the show. That's scary.
Dude, I'm trying to lift my buddy up.
I know. I love Race. He didn't deserve that.
It's him, you dork.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
Man, we trying to
I know. All right.
Get me off of here. You guys suck.
It wasn't that. I downplayed it. I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Jeez,
but it was cool. I mean, to me, it was cool. I just didn't think on outside of me, it was a big deal. To me, it was a big deal.
Think of how the guys like you felt who did that for all the greats. You know, imagine if you were talking about Michael Jordan or
you know what's funny is
I don't know, other people.
Trey Burke.
Imagine if you covered what's his name? The
Trey Burke basketball player was not the best player I covered in high school.
Oh, here we go.
He was actually third, but number one will blow your eye. It's in the football world.
Oh, okay.
Best player I covered in any sport at any level. Joe Burrow, senior year, Plains Athens High School.
Okay.
Against the team we were covering out of Coshocton for absolute legend Tommy Thompson, rest in peace. We were down at. They played. It was the best game I ever. Jesus, it was the best game I ever watched in my life. It was such an amazing football game. I forget where they were playing at. They were playing Valley.
Do you have recordings of that?
Oh, they were playing at Logan High School at Logan Chieftain Stadium down by my mom's house about 2 hours away. I was a sideline reporter for WTNS 99.3 out of Coshocton, Ohio.
Ooh,
and I remember it was like slushy rain outside and I was freezing. And I remember like running up to the booth at halftime just to unthaw my toes because they were like numb. But in the meantime, Joe Burrow scored on every possession. They had one field goal. He scored on every possession that game. The team that we covered scored on every possession except for one possession where they threw an interception, and that was the deciding factor in the game. The score was like 50-45 or something. It was like almost 100 points. Joe Burrow just chucking it because at the time he was the big Ohio State commit. He was going to Ohio State, and that was the big time commit. It didn't work out for him. Then he transferred to LSU. But when he went down there like starting and he sucked that first year, that was still really cool to me because I covered him in high school. Because his dad was the offensive coordinator for Frank Solich, head coach of the Ohio University Bobcats, and that's why he was living in Athens, Ohio. And they were in the region because that's the side of Ohio I live on. So Joe Burrow was the best. Second best was Ryan Switzer. And I covered him in football and basketball out of George Washington. He is still the all-time NCAA punt return for touchdown leader when he committed to UNC. And then he was drafted like third round by Jerry Jones to the Dallas Cowboys, and then was a punt returner in the league for a couple of years. And I watched him also during WVSN. That year, there was some serious studs down there those 2 years I covered him. And, he ended up playing for the Browns. And it was he was on their practice squad down the last stop. Was on the practice squad and classed me by the Browns. His son had some serious health concerns, and they kept him on the practice squad, so he had insurance to help cover the kids' benefits.
That's cool.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So like the whole Trey Burke thing brought down a little memory lane of like some cool
memory
players.
lane for Tony Lane.
Yeah, memory lane for Tony Lane. Yeah, in conclusion, I'm glad I did every single broadcast that I could possibly do. I made literally $30 or $40 to do that Joe Burrow game. It was just to keep my reps in, stay fresh. But it was an amazing opportunity. And one day I'm talking about Joe Burrow like I covered him in high school, when nobody even really knew who he was outside of the state of Ohio. And so, yeah, that's why you do all that stuff, man. And I'm so glad.
Yeah, and
that's
we've
what I like
been
about you guys
covering winners
too.
ever since,
We
including
jump at
Trey
opportunities. Even the, this past weekend, I still have it in my blood. I picked up my whole family, went down to South Carolina for just 2 full days, just to say, get out of the state for a few days. And and it was a lot of work and a lot of stress, but it was worth every damn minute of it. And we have a lot of memories that we would not have had. So yeah, live in the moment, take advantage of it. Someone gives you an opportunity, run. If they're going to pay you a couple dollars, even better.
Look at this. Another motivational moment on the Dude
Mm-hmm.
Network.
Yeah, we didn't know where.
No,
this is why we don't pick topics.
Speaking of motivation, I got some from Friday night where Damon was very motivating to this gentleman right here, our good buddy Polar Knights, who drops in.
Yeah, we love this guy.
As a barber, I love this. It is the perfect evolution of beard growth. I love beards. One day, I'll have a beard like Damon, the perfect beard. Tony, you are good as well, but if I had Damon's beard, I could moonlight as Santa at the mall. Look at him, motivating him to do something great.
And I just wanted to say, I appreciate that he compared Damon's beard to Santa Claus and not mine.
Jeez, man. Because I got more white.
Man, why'd you
got more? I did realize that. I was like, it is kind of black. I said,
why you kick a man when he's down? Hey, but speaking of kicking a man while he's
Damon
down,
pushed me in his damn pool. I don't want to hear about it.
Speaking of kicking a man while he's down, Damon does have some explaining to do.
I want to know this one too.
Yeah.
Alfredo Wigglesworth. Damon, what's up, my man? I told you I would tune in tonight. Sorry I'm late. You had my legs shaking from the full body massage you gave me on Monday. You were definitely worth the $50 my glazed honey bun. Can't wait to feel your hands all over every inch of my body again this weekend.
You know what they say? There ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Damon. Whoa.
That's LeBron. Hey, if LeBron ain't crucified for saying it, LeBron ain't crucified for saying it.
We were just trying to have a little poke fun with our brother.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing about baby oil in there.
Whoa.
I didn't say that. I didn't bring drugs.
No, you brought up the D word.
I didn't bring up drugs. I did not bring up drugging people.
We're not talking about drugs. That's
I didn't say
acceptable.
nothing about drugs.
What LeBron James said. He's apparently he's voted male of the year multiple times. So I thought I could quote him. I thought that was
definitely probably not a role model at all.
Oh, well, they voted him that.
Well, take a look at the source.
I keep poking the bear. I'm playing with fire tonight, boys. I'm sorry. I appreciate your restraint on all this.
Yeah, because I already have 15 things in my head ready to rip as soon as you're ready to go.
By the way, shout out Trey Burke for last night.
Yes,
The real Trey Burke. The real Trey Burke.
Hey.
Race car badass.
Hey, go watch the show. It was an incredible story.
Dude, that was amazing.
He's going to be one to watch, folks. I'm really saying it.
When you say when you take it and you say jumping out on a limb to go for your dream, he jumped out on a limb to go for his dream.
Dude, the kid moved out of his mom and dad's house.
You gotta go watch the show.
Well, they're watching this when they already watched it because they're loyal.
No, there we go. Thank you, Damon. Tony, you always say too much.
Let me know when you're done.
Get it all out. Tell everybody about it.
Yeah, tell everybody about the show. Yep, that's exactly what we said. Mm-hmm.
I said the show was good. The show is great. Go watch it.
Hey, but really, absolute dedicated machine.
Yes, sir.
that was a so much insight, man. I had no idea. I mean, I knew it was a business. I mean, obviously, but
It's huge.
the amount of money, dude. I want to know is who's getting these funds and how do I get in on that business? Because there's got to be some profit margin built into that.
We just got to start covering races.
No, I mean like the amount of money it's getting thrown around for the like racetracks and all that. Like, do I have to buy a racetrack? I mean, golly, man.
We could build it and they will come.
Since I'm not allowed to throw around any numbers, they were big and it was for nothing. Well, I'm sure it was something, but like, well,
just remember, if you can dream it, then you can do
finance it.
Just believe you can fly.
I finance it to the sky. Think about it every 9.99 APR. Spread my wings.
This really got weird. I'm sorry it went this far.
Damon loves the show.
Damon's soul almost left his body.
The massive smile from ear to ear on his face shows.
Oh boy.
He looks like
Speaking of
Santa
racing, here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact for you. Talking about getting into racing. Kent, Daddy Dutch. He was a flagman for like 11 years for a weekly NASCAR series in his town.
That's gangster. I did not know that.
Of course he was. What
a fucking legend, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Almost 12 minutes. We're good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Quick little shout out for you.
That one's free.
Yep. Next one you pay for, sir.
Yep.
But y'all have, I mean, everybody had a good week. I mean,
dude.
I mean,
busy, but well, sad, but overall good. You know,
right,
today,
yeah.
Today we had a little bit of yesterday on this show, we were a little bit of a sad day, but it was still cool to kind of see the family all together in that moment and come together. And so that there's still silver lining in the one bad thing. But I mean, dude, I finally got done traveling like late last night when I pulled in, and I didn't have to drive anywhere today and yesterday, and that was nice. So yeah, but yeah, fantastic week. We didn't think about it. We didn't really talk about it last night, but miss Damon's house already, man. Kids, I know kids miss that damn pool.
Yeah, all I know is Monday, I was in the bed by like 8 o'clock Monday. I had to recuperate from the weekend. And that garage beer that I drank last night, that was the first beer I drank all week.
Yeah, I had Wednesday night. I got back late, and I met everybody over at the local bar. And Alyssa I wasn't even going to drink beer there, but God bless Alyssa. She drinks 2 beers. I drink 3 when we go out to dinner over there because there's a bucket deal, 5 for $10.
Okay.
So I got in there and I just told her I wanted for food, and she's sitting there smiling. She goes, "There you go." And there's a whole bucket of beer, and I was like, okay. So I had my 3 beers, but I did not have anything else at home. I did not touch my own stock of beer. Then last night at a bar with an open bar tab, I had 1 beer and 1 old fashioned. Like
nice.
That was it.
Well, that's also a long drive to the house as well.
Well, yeah, I was responsible, but I mean, I was up there.
I was drive with an open. Yeah, I got it.
But I was also up there from like 4 to 10, so I could have went a little harder than that.
Yeah, early.
Well, no, I did. I didn't have anything the last 5 hours. I didn't touch nothing. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I wanted to not drink until Friday night's show, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I was with you though. Me and Damon. I mean, I didn't get to get too. I think Damon got to get a little harder in the paint last weekend than I did. I know on Saturday you definitely got to go harder in the paint. According to the number in the text.
Oh yeah, that was a lie.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
that was a total lie.
Good cover. I would say the same.
Nah, that was 100% a lie.
Yeah. That's right.
No, I didn't. We didn't start. I didn't start until right before you get.
Wait, oh yeah, right. Yeah. Of course it was.
Did you go get a brisket sandwich? Did you go get a brisket sandwich at Sparky's this week?
Absolutely not.
Bro, you should try it.
Man, that 30-minute drive is not going to be worth it.
Sparky's?
What? Dude, Sparky's is awesome.
Sparky's straight gangster.
Dude, it is a honey hole that has been around since, I think,
are you guys
80s or 90s, I think is when they first.
No, it's straight up. It's for real.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell for
it's like a in between. I'm gonna say from my house to the beach. It's like a halfway stop.
Okay.
And it's like a roadside store. It's got like a little it's got like a couple gas pumps.
Firework outlet.
You walk in the front door, you smell nothing but like straight 100% leather. Because I got like leather belts and boots and hats. You walk a little deeper into the store, now you're gonna come across like some food and some ice cream. And then you walk a little deeper, you're gonna see like all kind of trinkets and stuff. Then you walk to the next section, there's a bunch of fireworks and everything. It's just a plethora.
And then you go over around, then they have hot sauces and seasonings and
whole year anytime fireworks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they were selling 5 shooters.
Dude, no way.
We bought the kids.
Just so you know, every year or every trip that we make down there, we are getting fireworks. I'm that much of a child.
Well, we ain't got to go that far.
John's, there's some right here in town.
I don't mean that. I'm not saying at that store. I'm saying every time we come down, I'm shooting off fireworks. I don't give a flying rip.
Just so you know, John's, there's like 2 fireworks stores in town.
You can do fireworks all year in Ohio?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Living in America.
It's only like a 10-year-old rule, but they always had stores. You just had to sign a waiver you were going to send them off in Indiana, and no one ever sent them off in Indiana. I remember you had to go buy them, and they're like, "Where do you plan on lighting these off yet?" Oh my God, we need to talk about something. My mom would always put Gary, Indiana on it because that's where she lived for a short period of time. And I'm realizing in this moment, Gary, Indiana is not the best town ever in the history of ever. Has Gary, Indiana been known to be that town? Okay. So my curiosity is now peaking in this exact moment. Why the hell did my mom out of New Concord, Ohio, go to Gary, Indiana for 6 months to be a waitress?
And 9 months later, Tony was born.
No.
That
wasn't nice, but no, that's not true.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Mama Cindy did not deserve that.
I didn't mean to bring Mom into that like this. I'm just an opportunity
curse you
for this little joke. It wasn't meant at her. Just like a general,
I can't wait to tell her when she meets you.
Oh, she's watching the show. She's watching the show. Yeah. She's seen it.
Yep. I guarantee you my mom is not watching this show or I would not have brought that up.
Here you go, Johnson.
But I am curious at this point. I mean, that's a discussion me and her are going to have. I'm going to be like, why the hell there? Like, that was not a nice town.
Oh, that's not I wish I could zoom in some more.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculously awesome.
Oh, they changed it. It's not red anymore. It's just all yellow now.
Are they ones that shoot up in the air? Or are they just stupid little ground things like we can have?
Dude, they have.
No, they're everything. It's everything.
Johnsy.
Like, yeah.
The lady,
okay.
Me and Alyssa
Enough said.
Dude, there was boxes. Dude. It's called like the big one or the mother load. It was a box like this. Like, I'm 6'3". It was up to my chin. It was about this deep.
Yes.
And about this wide.
Yes.
It was $1,700.
We'll get there.
It was so big. Yeah, that one. That one.
I want that. Yeah, dude. Yes.
But they also had pit barbecue there. And so I got the brisket. The brisket sandwich was $10.95, $11.
Oof,
which is a fair price.
Absolutely.
And I thought it was going to be shit. I really did. But I was like, you know what? I'm hungry. We're still like a couple hours from eating Damon's smoking fried wings for the Akron, South Carolina game. So I wanted to get a pit barbecue sandwich. I had every expectation of it tasting like, on a scale 1 to 10, about a 3. They bring this thing.
I wouldn't have even bought it if I would have thought that low of it.
I wanted to try.
there.
I knew Dame wasn't gonna do brisket. I just wanted to try brisket. It was like the rest of it was like cheese sticks, fries.
You knew Damon was getting the brisket?
No, I knew Damon wasn't going to do brisket.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to try, and it said pit barbecue, so I was going to like, if it sucked, I was going to bury it, and I wasn't going to do that. I thought about it though, but so I got it. And they bring this thing out on this beautiful, like brioche style bun, and they sell all kinds of barbecue sauce there at the restaurant, at the store. So they had some really good barbecue sauce on it, and it was like sliced nice and thin. You had the smoke ring on it, had some bark to it, and I swear to God, man, it's like real. It was real pit brisket, and it really had some fire to it. Might have been gas assist, maybe, but there was definitely some smoke to it. It pulled apart nice, and it was a decent sandwich for $11 brisket sandwich at a Sparky's. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I texted him and I was like, dude, I actually had a really good sandwich at Sparky's. And he's like, you did what?
He was like, I got a brisket sandwich from Sparky's. I'm like, dude, I've been by that place 400 times. And I never knew they sold brisket.
Even his sister was there, was like, his sister was there, and she's like, they sell brisket at Sparky's? Where did he get that brisket sandwich? Sparky's? And I was like, yeah, it was actually good. Yeah, I was serious. I'm telling you, Damon, give it.
All right, just for you. It's
got to be better than Busey's, which is a different.
Yeah, there's so.
Dude, please don't bring up the beaver.
Oh God,
well, you know what happens when you do it? They'll send out damn cease and desist.
Yeah, that's Burley. But yeah, man, seriously, Busey's was the worst experience of that whole trip.
I forewarned you. That's all I'm gonna say.
You did better than Tony did because he didn't even warn Chip about Greyhound.
You can't forewarn. You guys act like I'm not from the city. I've never rode Greyhound. How do I know these things?
Dude. You've never ridden a bus in your life?
School bus and charters for school.
Do you remember how shitty school buses were and how rambunctious kids were?
I don't know. I thought the charter buses that we always rode on
into adults.
I mean, you got to understand my charter bus experience was with the college basketball team, so we didn't drive in like a piece of shit. And we had a really nice bus.
People will use drugs on the bus.
Yeah, and they don't never have an air conditioner on that bus.
And look, there's also like regular nice people on the buses too.
Yeah, I don't know these.
It's that whole spectrum.
Never done anything like that in my life. I am fairly sheltered. As much as I've lived.
Fairly? I think that's a gross understatement, sir.
I've lived as much as I can, but I know I have not seen a lot.
You had one summer in Myrtle Beach and think you lived, Tony Bell.
I lived down there for 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. It deserves more respect than a summer.
He thought he was a gangster because they called it Dirty Myrtle.
That's my favorite part of the show already, right there.
Yeah. Pick on Tony. Yeah, it's always funny.
I remember. I
can always tell how funny it is when Damon laughs, and that was a funny one because he threw himself back laughing.
Yeah, because I know times were different back then, but I remember my mom. We was going back to Florida to visit my grandmother for the summer. Me and my sister alone rode the train, the Amtrak, from Florence all the way to Florida.
Bad though.
No, it wasn't. But I say, speaking of just riding, going on different, travel apparatuses,
Well, we just didn't travel in my house. We just didn't travel. My
I get that. That's
We just didn't have the money to travel. Well, Dad was a farmer. You couldn't travel when you're a dairy farmer.
I'm sorry. That was a little bit. The one summer in Myrtle was a little bit of a cheap shot.
It was fun though. I get it. On the joke, it was a funny joke. Haha. I appreciate humor. I love humor.
I mean, you got to give me credit, man.
I lived down there for 2 years, man. That was like as an adult, that was like the first time.
But you had already been outside of the state because you'd been to college
for 1 year in sheltered West Virginia and Philippi, which was no different than where I'm from. So my culture shock ass moved down to coastal.
You dunked yourself right in the pool.
I went right into the deep end with no floaties.
I mean, it's no California, but
and I'll tell you right now, Myrtle, it chewed me up and spit my ass back out a lot.
I believe it.
But I put myself on a good debt going on there. But I learned a lot my personality. I didn't know I was an I was literally
put himself.
I was seriously. I was an introvert. I was an introvert going down to coastal. When I left, I was an extrovert. What I am today.
Yeah.
In coastal, when I got the reason is I got into waiting. I got into waiting tables, and I had to learn how to talk to strangers like very quickly and a lot. And that was just, I knew that was the business I wanted because you got paid every day. And I was a college kid. I didn't want to wait 2 weeks to get a paycheck. I wanted paid every day. So I got in the waiting tables at Broadway at the beach by a place called Trips Restaurant. If you remember Trips. But and then that's where, Myrtle sucked. Looking back, I didn't go back. That was the first time I've been even remotely close to Myrtle Beach since 2006.
You missed it.
It had been 18 years since I've been back down anywhere close to Myrtle Beach. Now Coastal Carolina's got this massive stadium by the road. I was like,
it's huge.
It was like this 3,000 seat arena when I went there. But sorry. Anyway.
Speaking of that, I just found a photo of you at Trips Diner.
Oh boy.
I didn't find it. It sounded good.
Actually, back then there wasn't. There were cell phones, but there was no cloud. I've said it. I was talking to some buddies from college last week that came up for the funeral, and they were like, "Man, we did some crazy shit." And I was like, "Thank God we didn't have the cloud. Thank God the cloud did not exist."
That's what my mom says that on a regular basis.
Yeah, cell phones were starting to be around, but when that cell phone died, all the photos died with it, and that was the era I was in school. So if you didn't upload that to YouTube, then it was game over.
Yeah, we didn't even think about doing
I thought Damon found me a picture of me.
I was saying I was playing.
If someone recovered my MySpace account, there's probably some not great stuff on there. But I don't even know what it would take to do that. So
right.
I mean, I'm sure if I ever ran for office or anything, it would
call Mark up. Call Mark. We'll pull it up for you.
I expect you to do that sometime soon.
Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Well, I mean, he can pull it up for you.
No, we gotta call Tom.
Oh, that's right, Tom. That's right.
Yeah, Tom. Hey, Tom.
Tom was everybody's friend.
Yeah.
Tom was everybody's friend.
Tom was the man. He friended everybody right off the rip.
That one picture of him
with white t-shirt with the white tee on. Hell yeah. Couldn't even wear like a branded tee, just an all white
Bro,
tee.
that was you know what's crazy is that was a straight up era. And then
it was like ahead of its time.
I know. I'm telling you.
It was ahead of its time.
You could pimp your page out, have music, animate certain things. Like it was crazy back then. And then Twitter came out and Facebook came out. There it is right there.
Yes.
Wonder what he looks like now. Oh. He did what I did. He did what I did. He did what I did, and he laughed at me for doing it too. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. We've all done it now.
I talk shit that
Every
whole
one of
time,
us has
David. I
done
want
it
you to
now.
know. I talk shit that whole time.
I wasn't gone that long.
That's all right. When you were, I was talking shit.
Oh man,
I hit the back button too many times.
I knew what button you. I was like, I just did that button. That was a no button. Yeah.
I didn't end it.
Oh, man.
I didn't end it like you did. I just hit the back button too many.
I hit the straight X. Then
You hit straight X.
And then on this one, it's still there.
Yeah.
Oh, Botox. Hello.
Yeah.
Did you hear about did you hear what they found out about Botox? Johnsy probably knows.
What?
Like, hard to believe, but Botox doesn't disappear. It eventually just disintegrates and then floats into other areas of your face. So now people are like Botox like people that like the original people on Botox for all those years. They're starting to get like these like massive like lymph nodes and shit on their face because it's like all the Botox eventually settles somewhere.
Do you know what Botox is?
Mm-mm.
It's nasty shit. I forget what it is. I heard it.
You really don't know?
Is it silica?
No, dude. It is botulism. One of the deadliest bacterias for humans.
Oh shit! Even I didn't know that.
So, like, if you why you can't leave cans of food, like if you open a can and put it in the fridge, you can't do that because it develops botulism very rapidly, like that. That is what Botox is.
Yeah, I know. I never won it.
I almost said something I'm really glad. Man,
look at you, Johnsy. Look at you, brother.
You're getting better.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't like I'll say weird stuff on the Saturday show, but it was. I don't want to put anybody on blast, and I almost did. Not bad. I just don't know if
when you put someone on blast, that's normally bad. If you're saying something, that'd be a compliment. I was about to hella give someone a compliment.
What?
I don't know. Just go with it. Never mind.
Yeah, you don't know.
Man, I thought I floated into a different reality where we were talking about something else.
Nope.
I wasn't sure. Well, I just decided to adopt that theory that we got into last week about ADHDers are just shifting through dimensions or whatever that one was.
Oh, that was an awesome one.
Yeah.
I was a wet rat wringing out my clothes, but I remember hearing about that.
Oh man,
dude, Johnsy. The next day, I had to reenact to everyone because everybody's like, "Heard you fell in," and I was like, "Look, everybody, this is how it went down." I'm like, "Here's where I was at."
I was just waiting for the reenactment to really happen.
I know.
Oh my god, that's not about to ask. Dude.
I know.
Please tell me.
I know. My phone was not in my pocket anywhere close by that pool the rest of the weekend. I'm about to pay that phone off too, so I would have been really pissed. It's like shit. Oh man.
Oh man, some good laughs tonight, gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's been some good moments.
And I think we could probably have some more after these commercial breaks.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Drinking. A lot of
anything on your bucket list that now with all this happened is creating more opportunities for you? Is there anything that you got planned that you're going to do that you're really excited about? And is there something that you really want to do that you're hoping you get to schedule here soon?
I am working on some, I have a couple of things working. So trying to get Coley's as an actual brick and mortar is one.
Okay.
And the other is I really like doing different festivals. So just being at different festivals and just growing my business. I think that's like just what I'm just really, working on. I'm trying to make sure that I am staying focused and getting things done.
Styles of trowels and levels to stock self-manufactured cement products such as cement blocks, septic and reservoir tanks. Stocker Concrete also offers cement truck delivery. Call Stocker Concrete 740-254-4626. Find them at 7574 US Route 36.
Jeff, what is your favorite comfort food dish?
Oh my God. It's like a mixture of things, if I can say that. Like cabbage and sweet potatoes. Like if I can have cabbage and sweet potatoes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like chunk up sweet potatoes and saute them with cabbage,
candied or baked, or it doesn't matter because I really love sweet potatoes and I really love cabbage. And so it doesn't matter how they're prepared, but like that is like my comfort food to where I feel like no matter how it's cooked, I'm like, just happy.
Yeah, cabbage is so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Cut us back in.
Yo, fat boy, hit that dope beat.
Why's he gotta be fat boy?
That's a fucking lyric, I think.
He's going back. He's going back to his
Then I just got done saying throwing down years from Tony Dolla's days, so everybody cut me some slack.
Yeah, his favorite rapper, the
Jeezy from California.
I corrected it to the game. All right.
Wait, so was it a Jeezy song or a game song?
Jeezy is Put On for My Cities by Jeezy. But there's like a bunch of remixes though too. But there's Jeezy in the Game did a remix too. Hang on, I gotta look that up.
No, please, I don't want to hear it.
I'm not gonna make you listen to it, but I want to listen to it later because I like it.
Probably not a banger.
Oh, Jeezy singing.
You know what is a banger? This show, just like our other ones, Thursday, Friday, and tomorrow night. Just a reminder, we are 4 nights a week. And Damon, what do we got coming up tomorrow to cap off this Epic Dude Network for all dudes and dudettes weekend?
We've had a doozy of a month for everything.
Right.
Dude, real crazy. Good job,
and
everybody.
To roll out the end of the month, tomorrow.
Don't say anything to me. This was all him.
Tomorrow we got a dudette in the house.
Yep.
Dudette.
Yeah.
Lindsay from Blondie.
Very jealous.
Yeah. I like her vibe too. I've been watching some of her videos. They're very friendly, not overwhelming with information, very easy to understand.
Pretty much straightforward to the cut to the chase.
I'll tell you what, man, she got that damn bandsaw. She was fucking hammering down that bandsaw the other day.
Super excited.
I
got several questions.
Listen, by the way, I just realized I have not added it to the calendar. Are you guys aware of next Sunday's Another Foodie Show guest?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to talk about that tomorrow.
Yep. We're not going to talk about it now. You have to stay tuned tomorrow.
Yeah, go ahead, talk about it now.
No. I was making sure you guys remember.
It's no more Tony Dollars. Now it's too much Tony.
It's going to kill Tony here in a minute.
Hey, that's a great podcast.
Yeah, kill me. I'm Tony. Kill Tony. Yeah, never mind.
Wow.
I ain't killing nobody.
That was morbid.
I wasn't killing anybody.
I thought you were talking about the show. Jeez.
Now, I do need to find out next Friday's guest. I have not got that far yet. Now that we've this was like the last one. Last night was the last one that I had booked out for a while. So now I need to. I
That was
actually
a banger, bud.
that was better than
Yeah.
expected. Kid followed me because of the $10 shopping video.
There you go.
You know how many guests we've gotten off those videos, by the way? A lot. That's how we got in the Ken Carmen connection.
It's
Mm-hmm.
never mind.
What?
I was gonna make a joke, but
Well, go ahead. I'm
no,
fine.
now it's too late.
Okay. Shit.
I didn't want to pick on you again.
That's all right. I do have someone that was going to come on. I asked to come on Friday, and she did agree to come on. Her name is Gab Good, and she's she does big sports, DraftKings, but like goes to a lot of ballparks, big baseball for the guards, but does a lot, but will also take like she's always eating ballpark food. Like she's like, so I think she's, we've always had infatuated with ballpark food, mainly me, but you guys are always into it. You guys love talking about it, but ballpark food is something that I am personally very much in love with.
I would love to go to do a tour of parks. 100%.
I'm with you on that, Johnsy.
I would never. I don't know if I'd ever want to. I don't ever. I don't know. It'd have to. I mean, if we had the budget and we were just going for it, I'd do them all in a year.
Yeah.
But
but that's more than what you that's more of an entertainment than what you're talking.
No,
about.
I don't mean
you couldn't do it.
I mean, like all the great ones that like all historic and this and that.
It's actually
not
awesome.
Every single one. That's really, I'm not doing that in a year.
There's actually 1, 2, 3 up in Cleveland alone. There's like 3 or 4 minor league teams. You got the Lake County Captains.
Minor league parks. Don't sleep on minor league parks.
You got Lake County Captains. You got the Erie Crushers, which is up in Cleveland, or the Crushers, Lake Erie Crushers, which is an independent thing. Then you got Mahoning Valley. Then you got Akron. Then you got Cleveland.
Oh, speaking of sports.
Yeah, that's like 5 teams in the Cleveland area, all professional baseball teams.
Yeah.
Fantasy sports recap.
Yes, we need to do fantasy football. Oh my God, we have not done this.
So,
thank you, Johnsy.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Not looking great for Johnsy.
Shit, don't even look at mine. Then.
Well, hang on. Let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and launch.
So, going into this is week 3, 4. This is week 4. Sorry. Going into week 4,
hey, I'm gonna pull up the whole thing here in a second. I'm already in there. Hang on, Johnsy. I'm sorry. You got going there, and I'm.
No, I should have been on that. I can pull it up too, but my bad. Big shift.
Well, glad you
over 1 win.
I mean, it should have been brought up.
Over 1 win, which I call shenanigans because it's the same amount of wins and losses, but my points are higher, so whatever. It's doing the same shit to me again this year. I don't understand it.
My name's at too much tone. That's fucked up.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Let me know when you're ready.
Why is it doing this?
Oh boy,
I hit this. I'm trying. Okay, there we go. It was like, give me the circle of death. All right, so here is this week's. Well, first we'll go to league. All right, I thought I had. Oh, here we go. Right here. Here we go. Division 1 and 2, right here. We have 2 0-3 teams. Sorry, Damon. You were 0-3.
Do it.
Rolling Doobies, the defending champion. There's 1 3-0 team, and that is my Knicks in a box, the freaking ringer I brought in out of Cleveland.
Oh, look at that. Mm-hmm.
There we go. And then 2-1, it gets a little interesting. I am the top ranked at the moment because of strictly point differential. Yeah.
I
How
have
the
more
hell
points.
am I over? How am I over Dirty Jersey with him having 361? Because I'm top of the division. That's why.
How are you top?
I'm top scorer in the division. I have the head-to-head with Johnsy, so that's why I'm 2. Dirty Jersey does have a better point differential right now, so he technically would have the better one, and then Johnsy at 2-1, and then Damon's ringer he brought in Ricky Moore. More studying needed. He's 2-0 in the division and 2-1 overall. So I don't know why he's so butthurt about everything, but he'll be all right. South Wheezy Warriors 1-2, and then Nombre, aka Carlos, aka the champ, which is he's had that every year, but has yet to happen. 2-1. 1-1, and then Branch Sauce 1-2, and it's me and him this week. And actually, let's go over this week's matchups. We had Thursday night football on the late night parlay, which we did hit our channel bet, by the way. So everybody that wants to gamble, that is another win for us on the channel. So projected, it's me and Branch Sauce right now, 2 versus 7. Interesting matchup. He had 2 going. He's out as kicker and defense. And I'm only out 1 player, and I have the lead by almost 2 points. So that's looking at the that ain't nothing. That's basically 50-50. Nombre, that's looking like a good head start for him. 102-86 over South Wheezy. Cock Nation, nothing to go. And Roland Doobie's nothing to go. Oh, that's a big matchup, Damon.
Yeah, I'm still going to lose.
That's the spirit. And on to the next game. Johnson's football team. 2-1, 4th overall, 103.94, but going against the number 1 overall seed. And geez, my Knicks in a box projected at 116. There's no way. That's not sustainable, everybody. That is not sustainable. You're going to hear me say it right now. That is not sustainable. Then we have 3 versus 5. This is actually probably the match. This is the matchup of the week right here. Dirty Jersey versus More Studying Needed 105.30 to 104.30.
1 point differential.
1 point differential in projections. It's all coming down to Sunday and Monday. And the winner of that is going to be, I don't know. That's winner of that could be like winner of that.
Don't worry, I'll get screwed out of the playoffs again.
I say, well, Dirty Jersey can move up to probably no better than second, but Ricky down there, Ricky Moore, he could probably go all the way up to second too if he would win that one. Yeah, that's going to be a wild one. And Johnsy, yeah, he's on watch. He's on the watch list right now. He's all is not well. All is not well. Hey, let's look at
that. Thanks, dude.
Well, your tone.
I mean, you have to rub my face in it like that. I'm just saying.
Well,
no. I'm
right.
just
You've been
leaving
rubbing
it
my
that.
face and stuff all night, Johnsy. You'll be all right.
I need to get. What do you want? What Ken's corn do you want?
The Oreo.
Oh, buffalo cheddar, bro.
All 3?
And the Oreo. 1 bag Oreo, 2 bags buffalo cheddar.
All right. Text it to me so I remember.
Because that was, if you looked over to the right hand of the side of the screen, it said that it was the biggest blowout of week 3 was yours and Johnsy's game.
It was bullshit, dude.
I like to call it a little game of bullshit.
Not on
Yahoo said it. Yahoo said it. Tony did.
Not on Tony's part. On my part, my team failed.
I ain't worried about that.
Oh, shit. So my team just, you hear that, Damon?
What's
There's
that?
nothing my team did. Is what his team didn't do.
No, that's exactly not what I said. I said not on Tony's part. They did great. My team did nothing of the sorts.
Okay, I thought you had that backwards.
I'm just waiting until like week. I'm just waiting until like week 8 when all my players come back healthy.
Garage beers are flowing. Matanza. I got you, bitches.
Yeah, I'm just waiting until like week 8 or 9 when all my players are healthy.
I got it. Sorry.
Drink your water. Thank you out.
Yeah.
Am I the only one drinking right now?
Yes, sir.
Right.
It's like 3
Great.
o'clock. It's like
He
3
says-
o'clock Sunday morning right now. So
He's like, great. Great.
I'm still gonna drink.
hammer down.
I'm not gonna like stop doing what I'm doing.
Well, here. How does that make you feel, Tony?
That I'm more of a man than you guys.
Why do you turn to aggression and firing shots at your friends instead of getting to your feelings?
You know, I like to justify my existence on this planet.
That's why you're shopping videos and getting cool guests. That's where your payment comes in.
That's my high. That's my high.
Oh boy.
Welcome to this week's episode of Dr. Johnsy.
By the way, poor
We
people.
could
Shopping
do
videos
it.
remind me of poor.
Yeah.
I think I want to rent us a Beamer while we're out there.
With a drop top.
No,
No,
we're not gonna go
hardtop's
young.
way class here.
We're not gonna go Young Jeezy the game. You know, we're not gonna do it.
Oh, please. Can we please stop saying that? Can we just decide that as a group collectively, please?
Nope. I will not
Okay.
agree.
Oh,
I will
tried.
not. I will
tried.
not. I will not conform to your society.
Oh, now I'm some oppressive government. I threw,
Basically,
I threw something out on the table. It
I
got shot
felt
down, and I was fine
my-
with it. You're the one who's
centralized
like,
government felt your judgmental eyes from your nation of Haiti over there. So no,
do not put any of that evil on me that you just said, sir.
I said it. I can't take
No,
it back.
no,
We can't go back and we
there
could
are
edit
times-
it out, but then everyone's going to think we glitched
I'm
the
not
whole
saying
show.
that, but I'm saying live in front of where you made your mistake. You should probably apologize for that.
I'm sorry you're offended.
No, I'm sorry that you don't realize what you've done.
You know what? That felt good to say. I see why they say it. It felt so good.
And
to say.
I'm sorry that you don't realize how foolish you've been.
Sorry that you're foolish.
Just keep stacking the receipts.
Keep playing with them wooden utensils, John.
Hey, if-
Keep playing with them wooden utensils.
What's wrong with those? Tried and true. Period. In
There's
discussion.
clips. There's clips. There's clips. You know what I'm referring to. It was a
I
funny
know exactly what.
The full circle back on that joke right there in that moment is underappreciated in this moment.
Oh,
That's-
No, it's not. Dude. I thought it was. Yeah.
No, I picked it up.
I nailed it.
pulled
I
that one.
knew
I pulled that
exactly.
one out. I pulled that one out of the
I knew
script.
exactly, bro. Come on now.
That was from the
Not-
Vatican.
I'm not
That's how
calling
deep I
you
went.
predictable, but when you said wooden utensils, I knew exactly what you were referring to,
And
sir.
if you don't know, then you go back and watch some shows so you do know, because we're not telling you.
That was a good one. I wasn't there.
You were there in
Yeah.
comments, clearly.
He fires shots at me while I'm sitting on the sidelines.
Well, he got called.
Yeah,
in the
well, you
word.
really couldn't even defend yourself.
No,
He-
all I
the-
could say
I
was,
think that
wow.
was the original. I think that was the original weekend of the Boiler 2 meltdown.
No, one. One's the worst
Can
one.
we agree it's both of them?
No, two's up right now.
For
We're
100 days.
producing. We're
You
producing.
better knock
now.
on some. You better knock on that damn wood panel behind Damon's house, on his studio there.
No, bro. They barely. Anyway, I shouldn't get into any of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry. I've been baiting you all night.
He said I've been baiting you all night.
Not by
I just-
not on purpose, just the way it's
I don't know where the line is of what I should be.
Yeah.
And I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Not that I'm a company man, but I respect it.
Yeah, you are.
How about this freaking Helene hurricane though, by the way? Damon, how much of that did you guys get down there?
Looking about a judgment of how I dumped it out of the pool today, it was probably, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches again.
Jesus. We barely got any of it, bro.
But
it
the
was
thing
even
about
in
it is,
Ohio.
if you go to Asheville,
Oh, it's bad,
Greenville,
dude. Hey,
all up there, man,
Asheville's serious business right
they're
now.
floating on the water right now.
Dude, they're
They're
like literally
floating on the
like
water.
there's people sitting on top of houses. They're like, I don't even know how I can be evacuated right now. Like
Mhm.
people are have to like wait it out, dude. And pray to God their house is there to sit on. It's
I
wild.
remember in '95 and '97, it's flooded up in Roseville where I lived, and I remember we went, I don't know, some store or something, and it's up on the hill goes down like a little bit, and that was just like a river across till it went back up again, and it was like halfway through houses, and I was just like,
Well, there was a massive dam that failed in Tennessee today because Tennessee got walloped worse than Nashville. Tennessee is honestly getting probably the worst brunt of this hurricane right now, and they are not prepared for hurricane type waters up in Tennessee because there's dams. The dam failed, and it was a big fucking dam.
Damn,
there's
damn.
nowhere for the water
Big.
to go. It's just flat, so it
Yeah,
just
well, it all goes down to it's mountains. It all goes down to the valleys. Yeah, so it all runs down to running points. Flash flooding in the mountains in the Appalachians and Great Smokies. I mean, that's a real serious thing.
oh dude,
Yeah,
so
like,
it's in
on
Southern
flat land, like it
California.
just kind of settles on steep mountains and shit. Like it's like runs straight down to rocks, man, down to the valleys. And then
No,
it just
on flat
floods.
ground, it only settles if the ground is already wet. If it is dry, like in Southern California in the deserts, that
Oh yeah,
water,
yeah. I mean, I agree with that.
insanely
You gotta have some kind of loose soil. Yeah. Luckily, we would have been in good shape if it would have dumped on us today because we had a couple inches of rain this week finally, and it loosened up some stuff. It's wild though, man. Like when I was digging that hole yesterday for that thing. Like when I got down like 4 inches deep, it was like drying a popcorn fart. It was like because it's sand rock and sand, and it was like it was
popcorn.
Yeah, there's that
Jeez.
popcorn again.
I like that term.
Always have.
It's not offending anybody. I love it.
I know. I was not going to say that. I was just going to say something else, but
Yeah, it's an old timer thing. It's an old timer.
No,
like it's a
never mind.
redneck.
I'll explain
It's a
when we're
redneck.
not recording what I was
Yeah.
going to say. Because I will not do it. I won't.
Won't
I
do
won't
it.
do it.
I'm proud of you today.
Yeah, John's done.
I'm
Big
proud.
time.
John's done real good.
Proud. You're doing better.
by
The
the
coaching is helping, Johnson.
The being able to get it out with one of you, me and Damon message back and forth.
We find some doozies.
Every once in a while, we hit each other with ones I haven't heard before.
Yeah, like the old Marilyn Monroe one I sent.
Right. That one piqued my interest a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Was it a conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
Ish.
Ooh,
Yeah.
let's talk about it. It's Marilyn Monroe. Like a lot of it's out there, so let's talk about it.
I haven't heard this one before.
Okay.
That she's not in fact dead, and that she is now a he, or playing a he as Andy Warhol.
Yep.
That's aggressive.
Because
he
when
died
she died,
shortly after he became famous.
Yep.
There's a lot of other things, but like,
Dude, that's crazy. I literally just saw a video. Oh, I'm watching that Vince McMahon Puppet Master documentary, and Andy Warhol was in the first episode of that, and I watched that yesterday, and that was wild because I never really watched him in a. It was like toward his later years.
Because it all stemmed off of
Creepy fellow. I'll give you that. Creepy.
Who's that?
Warhol.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean that's where it all stemmed out from when he made that famous painting of the different Maryland shots.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yep.
It's just interesting.
Welcome to our world.
No, conspiracies are wild. I did hear of a
buddy,
little more aggressive one.
I could hurt your
There
brain
was-
tonight.
Well, yeah, there was one about RFK that died in a plane crash. RFK.
No, JFK.
No, JFK Jr. JFK Jr. I'm sorry.
Oh, son, I got some that'll twist your
Apparently,
nipples.
there was like a third person in that plane, and the scuba team was, and the guy was like, I was on the intercom, and they said who it was, like, and we got a third, and he said the intercom came back in, like the lieutenant or whatever, the head honcho was like, no, you didn't. And it was just those two people. The other third person was like left on there forever. He's like, I heard it. Yeah, allegedly. The guy was like, the guy had this look on his face. He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. Yeah. He knew the vibe.
I've also
go about your life.
There's so many around that because there's also a lot of theory that he wasn't on the plane, and then the plane went down on purpose because they knew that he was targeted.
Yeah, I mean,
this show is never getting monetized after me saying that.
Yeah, I'm not even going to sit there and hit the monetization button.
I mean, that one probably will get a flag.
You know, it was really fun last weekend. I did not monetize like any of the shows, and I'm like, oh, it's so nice not to worry about yellow flags or red flags. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. I love our shows because anything goes. Like anything. X, by the way, I have
to stop. I have to stop. Damon, tell me it's time to stop.
Hey, man.
John, it's time to stop.
Okay.
But one thing I won't stop on is the best for everybody watching. If you really want to get into some deep, dark stuff, go on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. It is Ghost.
Oh, here we go.
No, it gets dark. There's some wild shit on there. If you're like that guy like me, that you want to live vicariously in a life that you'll never live on, like street fights and shit like that, like there's some wild stuff.
Oh, well, you just need to download that new app then.
Steve Inman. Look up the guy Steve.
Oh, here we go. Here we go again, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve Inman.
Yeah.
Did I talk about this last weekend?
A couple of weeks ago.
Let's not promote that in case we have young viewers.
Yes.
It's true. If you're young viewers, I'm sorry.
Don't watch this show.
Shouldn't be
all the
watching
parents.
Dead right about now.
All the parents who watch the Dude Network, Saturdays is the after party you requested. So remember that.
To counter your thought, Damon, it's available 24/7, so that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, sure. They still should be in bed.
Hey, deer season opened up today. Here in Ohio.
You can go?
Oh yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna go.
It is.
Not yet.
It's almost general season here for rifle. But you can also hunt with a bow.
It's just bow season here. I'm going
to. It probably is bow season actually. Yeah.
I'm going to give it a few weeks. I don't normally like to start going till like late October. Late October and November is when I do my deer hunting because that's when the rut starts but also the temp's a little cooler. So when you do shoot something, the meat does not spoil. You can let it go overnight if you have to, if you don't get a good shot on it and stuff. So, yeah. And I like to let everybody else tromp all over their woods, and then I just don't even touch mine for a few weeks. And you're like, oh God, it's safe here. There's no humans anywhere. You know? Yeah.
With the crossbow.
I always forget
that double lung.
I always forget
hearing that the double balloon bag pop.
I always forget he's cheating.
That's right. The old sling rifle, as they'd call it.
I have never once heard it called that.
Live in Ohio, where deer hunting is taken very seriously. You'll hear it called every derogatory name in the book.
The old sling rifle.
Yep. You know what? Here's
It's
what I
the
tell
pellet grill of
everybody.
hunting. It's the pellet grill
It's
of
the
hunting.
pellet grill
It
of hunting.
is.
Goddamn
It
right.
is.
That is
Yeah,
a beautiful. Hey,
You heard,
that,
hey,
brother.
you heard it here first, folks.
That's a good.
You heard that one here first.
Yeah. And if you're asking
That's
how many
awesome.
fucks I give, it's less than one. I can tell you that. You go ahead and get within 50 yards of a fucking 4-year-old buck. You go ahead and pull that off. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If you're up in a tree where he doesn't know where you are,
12 feet off the ground. How about that? 12 feet off the ground.
But come on now. In the rut,
Still high.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you guys, hey, you know what? I don't care what you guys think about it at all, actually.
I'm not even judging. There's zero
As I
judgment.
say, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing every year.
I really would like a crossbow.
Yeah. In Ohio, you can't
Mostly
use
for
it.
hunting zombies.
So Ohio has no rifle season.
Y'all don't have a rifle season?
What?
Mm-mm. You have shotgun season.
You can't hunt deer with like a 308 or a 30-30.
It has to be they changed it about 5-6 years ago, where it's got to be a straight wall cartridge. So it's like a pistol caliber. Like I have a long Colt 45 rifle. I can use it.
Tuesday.
But you can't use like a 30-06.
Baby, that's all we need. We can go to the park after dark and smoking
that tumbleweed.
You're welcome.
Marijuana burn, we can take a turn
singing them dirty rap songs. Time to hit the bong like Cheech and Chong. And we roll the weeds, pick out the seeds
Roll
and
the joint,
stems.
pick out the seeds and stems. Feeling high as hell, flying through Palmdale, skating on Dame rims.
What the hell did I do?
You did it.
I did it. Yeah.
It's your fault.
Jesus.
A blind man walked to the fish market and he goes,
"Oh,
good morning, ladies."
Oh boy.
Watching you two both try to keep it together and fail was the best part of that show.
I would like to remind everybody that everybody's statements are their own. They do not reflect the statements or views of the Dude Network as a whole. This is for pure entertainment purposes. And again, each individual statement is their own.
Jeez, man.
Oh.
How about
That just
round?
That just happened.
I'm not, just covering all the bases here. Just making sure when it's hit out of the park, it's a grand slam. That's all I'm trying to do. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Yep, exactly.
Still have not found that bottle, Damon, by the way, in case you're wondering. The Minglewood 5. My goal is to find it before KC.
It'll pop up.
By the way, we can confirm our first stop on our Kansas City Trail.
Okay.
Where's that?
John, do you know?
I do.
I texted it to you.
What? Hold on.
No, a while ago.
I didn't read that part.
VINE. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I knew we were talking about it. I didn't know that's what
I didn't know that was Sure.
So we do have an official Damon breaking news that happened before the show. Johnsy knows. He's just playing coy. Johnsy definitely knows.
I knew of the place.
He responded to me. I screenshot them their message. He's lying to you, Damon. That's all.
I did not see that part.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was a response from the Chamber of Commerce thing or whatever.
No, that was from Vine. Okay, so we are going to be, Damon, going to Vine Street Brewing Company
Okay.
in
Yep.
Kansas City. They have they have agreed to let us come in and hang out and check it in. It is the first black owned brewery in all of Missouri.
Hell yeah.
And it's
I'm
in
down.
Kansas City. So when we're up at the Kansas City Motor Speedway, we also have a brewery to go check out that while we're up there. And
Heck yeah.
there's no food there from what I'm seeing, so hopefully they can hook us up with
We'll
someone
figure
close by. But yeah, but still, that's exciting. They even agreed to let us do a podcast there. They said yes and yes. We just got to tell them what we want to do. So we have a live show spot in Kansas City if we'd like.
Hell yeah.
Because I think we're doing the American Royal on Friday.
Sure.
I believe that's what we were doing. So, because even if we do get invited to the parties Friday night, we would have to do a show live from a party. So we got a little dilemma there. So if we go do the brewery, we can do the show live at the brewery in Kansas City. Invite whoever didn't get the VIPs to some of these parties on Friday. Just tell them come join us at that brewery, and we do a live show at the brewery. It's just we got all kinds of options. We're
There you
working.
go.
on it.
Right.
We're
Get them
working.
to spend money on the brewery. You know, it's good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Hang out with us. Yeah, at the brewery. Dude party. Fuck yeah.
The first Dude Network takeover.
Would be cool. Would be cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
they have a
sorry, man.
light beer, by the way, a 5% light beer, and I was like drinking that one.
Yeah. Well, we got to do. I mean, we try all of it.
Yeah, we're doing flights, homie.
Yeah, we're
That's how
doing
you
flights, man. So you
Yeah,
do
I
it
know.
when you go to
You
the
gotta
bar.
try even the
I
ones
want
that
to
you
try
know
them
you're
all. I want to try them
not
all,
that
but I
even-
want to drink the light beer. All
right.
of
I got you. You have to if
Yeah.
we're gonna be
it. I'm doing volume.
if we're inviting people and try and hang out.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be that guy. The fail the party I hosted. Yeah, so that'd be bad. All right, everybody.
But you know, really, man, that's a month away. Dang near almost a
Yeah,
month away.
on the 28th, exactly 1 month away from today. No, yesterday.
28.
Yeah. Get your days right. Get your days right.
10/28.
Get your cold cuts. Get your cold cuts.
Cool
10
cut.
10/28.
Yeah, October
I
28th.
really hope not.
He's leaving early. He's leaving early.
I was about to say my plane leaves on the 30th. So.
Yeah.
Really, the 30th?
No, mine leaves on the 31st.
Yeah, because you like fly like an hour.
Yeah, dude, I hate Damon when it comes to traveling.
Wow.
Yeah. Some bitch just goes
Oh.
direct flight anywhere from Charlotte. Like it's such
Yeah,
a
but
cheap.
I changed that up, so I don't have a direct flight no more.
Oh, you went out of Florence then?
Yeah, I'm coming out of Florence.
Oh,
It's gonna be easier.
yeah,
It
Dude,
wasn't
I'm
that much
telling
more money.
yeah. Charlotte, I'm sure they get you for that. I'm sure they get you for parking at Charlotte.
No, I'm sure, but it was just a hassle of even if I didn't park, it was somebody taking me up there for 2 hours and then driving 2 hours back and all that. It was well worth the little extra I paid.
Yeah, yeah. But hey, we're hanging out with Euban Wackenhoff out there. I think I want to have him be our guest on that Friday night. Actually,
There you go.
that makes sense. So while he's out there, we've been trying to get him on for a while. So this makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, he hooked at us. He has hooked us up a lot out there on that trip. Really excited to see him in person and hang out with him and his family and everyone else we're going to meet out there. It's going to be a good time.
Hopefully,
And
cook dinner for him. Maybe.
I'm hoping. So, but yeah, I think that's all I got, man. I'm really excited. I'm smoking. I'll tell you what I'm cooking this weekend. I got to do a couple.
Oh.
I'm doing party ribs for the first time. Where you do
Okay.
like the single bones. I want to
Mhm.
give that a try, and then I'm doing a pork belly chunk brisket style,
There you
injected. I'll do like a garlic. I'm gonna do like a
Injected.
garlic.
Garlic?
Do a little garlic butter injection. Yeah, in the 4th box of my Grill Shack subscription
Grill
box,
Shack.
I got a badass injector.
All right.
So I'm gonna inject my pork belly with some garlic butter. Hit it with little Pops, Big Dad's grill sweet heat, and I'm gonna smoke it brisket style. I've never done pork belly brisket style, but we're gonna do it this weekend.
Dude, it is insanely good. It is
Super
insanely
rich.
rich. You get ready to only eat like less pieces than you do pork belly burn ends.
Yep.
My suggestion would be to find out a really good high acidic sauce to cut it with so that you can enjoy it. Like how
Actually,
you do
you know what?
how you would
what's a
do
good acidic
chimichurri
sauce?
with beef.
Good acidic. I have that secret sauce from Kakalaki. That's very acidic. But I also have that Pam Jam from Meathead is very acidic. It's kind of vinegary. So yeah,
That would help like a really like woo mustard would do good.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
Just because I'm telling you, you're gonna need something to cut, especially if you're putting butter in there.
Inside the meat.
Oh, dude, you have no idea what you're doing. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm actually interested.
Yeah.
You're
He's
just
right.
adding
It's gonna be
more
super
fat.
rich.
You're just adding more super.
What if I go with
fat.
unsalted? What if I go with unsalted butter?
Salt has nothing to do with it, buddy.
Okay, wouldn't take anything out of it.
I'm talking about the richness of the butter.
Maybe I just do
And
like
then the richness of the pork
you're
fat.
kind of talking. You're kind of talking out of the butter then.
I didn't mean to.
No, I'm glad you did because I didn't.
Well, hell, I mean, here you go.
I
If
thought
you
it
want to
was
do
kinda
something
cool.
like that, if you want to inject it and take that acidic sauce and inject the sauce into it.
Yeah.
The secret sauce.
Yeah. Well, you ain't gonna be able to get the pepper flakes in it, but you got to strain it. You got to strain that sauce.
Yeah.
And then just inject that sauce straight off the strain.
Or I could just inject regular old apple cider vinegar into it.
Get a little something with flavor to it.
Yeah, I would do something a little different. I wouldn't go super heavy. I would just get some in there a little bit.
Well, okay. Well, I might take some of the sweet heat then and make it into a little broth and just inject that into the middle of it. That would work then, right?
Is it sweet?
What sweet heat? Yeah,
I know, but is it sweet enough? I mean, sweet is going to help, but not as much as cutting it with an acid. If you did a broth with some vinegar in there, and that might help. Maybe. I don't know how this all goes. This is all just spitting stuff off the top of my head.
Hey, all I know is everyone's got to tune in because I got some thinking to do. So you have to tune in and see how I figured it out. There's a lot of options right now. A lot of options.
I'm not saying the butter thing is not a good idea. Again, I'm not saying that.
No.
Hell, if it's big enough, separate it into two pieces and try 2 different ways.
It's only going to be a 3-piece chunk, so I probably won't have enough for 2 pieces. So we do. I could also cut it down into strips and do skewers, but
yeah. Well, that takes if you put it on skewers, that's taking it away from
the injection,
the brisket style.
Yeah. So I'll figure it out. I'm going to Pinterest it. That's what I'm going to do. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. They will see you tomorrow night. Big one on their end. What do you guys got going on Sunday night?
So we got go ahead. My bad. Go. You're good.
With Blondie's Butcher Shop. Another ringer Damon brought in this month. He packed a full house. You even got the boss man live in studio. Crazy.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I'm gonna jump back on the scene. I'm gonna see if I can fill next month up.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh.
For that. Yeah. We already got 1 lined up, 2 lined up. So there's only 2 more to fill. So
well, we always got Chef Ben on.
That's what I said. We got 2 filled already. So
yeah, the first 2 weeks are filled.
Remember, we always got the book we've been going through.
Yep.
And wasn't there something else?
Yeah.
I do want to do that show we kind of talked about. We're sending videos about.
Yep.
But
Stick
more to
around.
come. More to come on that. Yeah.
Stick around. We come. We
That's
come.
a work.
Mordecai.
That's a work in progress for sure.
Work in
Yep.
progress.
All right,
All right,
ladies and
everybody.
gentlemen.
Well, thank you.